Hey guys, if you're not able to watch my long form content of podcast, here are some short form clips for you to enjoy. You work with thousands of people and you guide them from the mind perspective and all. So from your personal learning, you would not recommend anyone to do a non-water fast, right? Without water fast, go with nothing. Am I right?
Yeah, it does not make sense. I mean, at the end of the day, your body itself naturally detoxifies itself from within. All we need to do is aid that. How do we help our body do that better? That is what we need to really look at. Going on these fasts where you only drink water for a couple of days, only go on these raw vegan diets. I'm not saying these diets are wrong. Do it in the right way. Do it balanced such that it is actually nourishing you from inside. My mental health went to an absolute downer during those 4 days. I was so miserable, but that is not how it's supposed to be, right? Your answer should not be an extreme solution. Your answer should be a balance. And that is what anyone needs to do.
Wise words, very wise words, I genuinely believe that people try fasting. Research has shown that 30 hours of fasting actually rejuvenate the body. But people don't do it right. And the word right equals scientific. Every body is different and you have to change it accordingly. Now, speaking of you doing these different diets and all, what's your normal daily routine like as a wellness coach, health coach, a practitioner of yoga, a teacher of yoga? What's your normal day like?
All right. So when I wake up in the morning, it is usually at about 6:30. And at that time, I'm not joking, you will have the absolute best poop of your life because your body at that time is ready to detoxify. That time between 4 to 6 a.m. is one of the best times to actually go and take a dump in the bathroom. So you will see the poop that comes out is actually very free flowing and it's completely flushed out from your body. So that time is the time when I usually wake up, complete my business in the bathroom, and post that I immediately take my yoga mat to the terrace. Don't do anything. I don't even take my phone for the first 1 or 2 hours in my day when I wake up. That is something that I've kept very strictly for myself. I don't want any sort of distractions.
As a meditation person, why do you advise people not to touch their phone first thing in the morning?
As soon as you wake up, the first thing that you see sort of sets the intention for the rest of the day.
Sets the intention.
Yes.
So your intention is to do yoga and meditation. What sort of intention comes out of that?
Okay. When I go up and sit for pranayam.
What is pranayam?
Pranayam is the art of regulation of breath that you do on your own to improve your state of being. Now, prana itself, pranayama is broken into two parts. One is prana. Prana means the life force energy, and ayama is the regulation of it. So we practice these breathing techniques which will give us certain kinds of results. So for example, if you are someone who is in general feels very cold during the winter, there are certain pranayama techniques which you can practice to build up that heat from inside. So there was one time when I was actually riding the scooty in Bangalore and I was feeling absolutely cold. I was wearing half sleeves, I was thinking that, I can handle it and all of that. And I was driving and I was feeling very cold. The air just hits your chest, right? I was sitting and doing pranayam while I was driving to build the heat inside of my body and I was fine, right? So pranayam is so beautiful because
I just thought of the Tibetan monks who sit in the Himalayas and they put these cold blankets on them. So I'm thinking of Miruna riding a scooty and you can see steam coming off her body because it's cold in Bangalore and she's like a fog machine going through the city.
So that's the thing, right? You see these yogis who have been practicing pranayam for years and years and years, who've dedicated their life to that. They're sitting in the Himalayas with just a cloth around their waist. And that's it. And people wonder and think, how is that possible? It's because they're doing these practices for years and years with the right kind of intention, building that kind of immunity from inside. You will not believe the benefits of pranayam are absolutely wonderful. Any stress related issue or stress induced disease that you might get, pranayam completely reverses that or helps you manage that better.
So for the unenlightened like me, we get up in the morning and we rush and take our kid to school. So obviously, it means I have to get up a little bit earlier. how fast could I do a pranayama and a yoga technique, like you going up to the terrace and doing it for 1 hour, right? Is it allowed to do it in a shorter duration? And if shorter duration, how short can I get the benefits of this?
Okay. I don't do pranayam for 1 hour. I do 20 minutes.
Only 20 minutes.
Only 20 minutes.
What's the shortest? Today we have all of these shorts and 1 minute videos and all.
Yeah.
As an expert, what's the shortest period that you can practice where we will get some mental and physiological benefit?
15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes.
Of just pranayama.
Okay.
I'm not talking about meditation, yoga, asanas. That is not that.
So I'm a little confused over here. When I think pranayama now, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to meditate and I'm going to link my thoughts and I'm going to meditate also. No. So pranayama is just focus on breathing.
It's only your breath work. So right now when you're sitting.
Yeah.
Okay,
So can I read the newspaper and do pranayama?
You cannot actually do that.
So I need to be emptying my mind at that period technically.
Yeah.
So I need to have no distractions. That's why you said don't take the phone.
Exactly. That is why I do that the first thing in the morning itself.
So you kind of recalibrating your body first thing in the morning. It's like fine-tuning it first thing in the morning.
Exactly. So the thing is, right now we are living such busy lives, Ryan. As soon as we wake up, the first things we do is actually check our phone, check our notifications, like what is our calendar for the
So
day.
you're saying check your breathing,
Yeah.
check your mind,
Yes.
take your yoga mat, try and start at least with 15 minutes a day.
If you are not giving yourself the priority to do that 15 to 20 minutes of that practice in the morning, how do you expect the rest of the day to work for you?
Very powerful. How do you expect the rest of the day to work for you if you're not respecting your body?
Exactly.
Powerful words from Miruna over here. So you're doing the pranayama, you're doing the yoga, but now I'm confused because somewhere in my head meditation is floating.
Okay.
So put the dots together for all of us who are uninitiated into this practice.
All right. Let me just tell you about the rest of my day, what I usually do, and I'll come to the meditation part as well. So as soon as I'm done with my pranayama, I do a couple of asanas, which are targeted towards my specific needs. Now, this is not something which I have usually shared with people. Actually, in fact, people don't know, but I have actually had a thyroid issue for very long. And I am practicing pranayama specifically to treat that and manage that. And I've actually got it under control by myself without any medication.
Wow.
Right? Only through pranayam, breathing, only through the asanas. So there are certain pranayam techniques which target your thyroid gland, which target your neck, right? As well as asanas, these inversion asanas where you do sarvangasana. You see people doing the shoulder stand, right? They put their legs completely up. It targets your thyroid gland. So depending on what you want to work on, or do you want to work on your overall wellness, right? You do the specific pranayam or asanas for that. So once that is done, I come down and I have my lemon water. Everyone knows why lemon water is absolutely beautiful. Now people think that having lemon water tends to increase the acidity in your stomach. But when it's mixed with your saliva, it goes inside and becomes alkaline. It's very good for detoxification. Have my meals, and towards the evening, that is when I do my meditation. Right? Pranayam is different. It works on your breath. It works on your stress levels. It works on certain conditions that you might have. Right? But meditation is more of the connection that you have with yourself.
Hey guys, if you've enjoyed this clip, then click here and watch the full episode. And don't forget to subscribe, because your body is the most expensive real estate and I'm your real estate agent.